Join me as I dive into the history books to figure out exactly how Bank of America was created, and I'll be sharing some surprising facts along the way. Bank of America, one of the largest and most influential financial institutions in the world. But have you ever wondered how it all began? From humble beginnings to financial giant, the story of Bank of America's origins is a fascinating tale of innovation, perseverance, and vision. Today, we're going to explore the remarkable history of Bank of America, and uncover the events that led to its creation. From the early days of banking to the visionary leadership of A.P. Giannini, we'll delve into the details that shaped this iconic institution. The story of Bank of America is closely tied to the evolution of banking in the United States. At the turn of the 20th century, banking was a fragmented industry, dominated by small, regional banks. But as the economy grew, so did the need for more sophisticated financial services. In the early 1900s, the United States was experiencing rapid industrialization and economic growth. Cities were expanding, new industries were emerging, and people were moving westward in search of new opportunities. This growth created a huge demand for banking services, and entrepreneurs like A.P. Giannini saw an opportunity to create a bank that could serve this growing population. The economic conditions of the time were ripe for innovation in banking. The Federal Reserve System had just been established, and the gold standard was still in place. These factors created a sense of stability and security, which encouraged investors to put their money into banks. Moving on to the early 20th century, the banking industry was still in its infancy. There were few banking regulations, and banks operated largely autonomously. This lack of oversight led to instability and risk-taking by banks, which would eventually contribute to the banking crises of the 1930s. In the next section, we'll dive deeper into the narrative of Bank of America's founding, exploring the vision of A.P. Giannini and the creation of the Bank of Italy. A.P. Giannini, the son of Italian immigrants, grew up in San Francisco's North Beach neighborhood. He began his career as a commission merchant, but soon turned to banking, recognizing the need for a bank that could serve the growing Italian-American community. Giannini's vision was to create a bank that could provide financial services to the working class, particularly immigrants who were excluded from traditional banking systems. He saw an opportunity to fill this gap and create a bank that could serve the needs of the growing population of California. In 1904, Giannini founded the Bank of Italy, a small bank that catered to the financial needs of the local Italian-American community. The bank's early success was largely due to Giannini's innovative approach to banking, which emphasized accessibility, convenience, and customer service. The Bank of Italy quickly gained popularity, and its deposits grew rapidly. Giannini's strategy was to focus on the needs of the common people, rather than just catering to the wealthy elite. This approach resonated with the community, and the bank's reputation spread quickly. As the Bank of Italy grew, Giannini began to expand its operations, opening new branches and offering a range of financial services. He was a pioneer in the use of branch banking, which allowed him to reach a wider customer base and provide more convenient services. Giannini's leadership and vision were instrumental in shaping the Bank of Italy's early success. He was known for his hands-on approach, often visiting branches and speaking directly with customers. This personal touch helped to build trust and loyalty among the bank's clients. The Bank of Italy's early years were marked by rapid growth and innovation. Giannini introduced a range of new financial products and services, including the first-ever bank-based credit card. He also established a network of correspondent banks, which allowed the Bank of Italy to provide services to customers across the country. As the Bank of Italy expanded, Giannini recognized the need for a more formal organizational structure. In 1928, he created a holding company, the Transamerica Corporation, which would oversee the bank's operations and facilitate further growth. The Bank of Italy's success was not without its challenges, however. The 1920s were marked by economic downturns and banking crises, which threatened the stability of the financial system. In the next section, we'll explore the challenges faced by the Bank of Italy during its early years, including economic downturns, competition, and regulatory hurdles. Despite the challenges, the Bank of Italy continued to thrive, thanks to Giannini's innovative approach and commitment to customer service. However, the bank faced intense competition from larger, more established banks, which sought to undermine its success. The Bank of Italy also faced regulatory hurdles, as policymakers struggled to balance the need for financial innovation with the need for prudential oversight. Giannini's bank was subject to intense scrutiny, particularly from the Federal Reserve, which was concerned about the bank's rapid growth and innovative practices. The Great Depression of the 1930s presented a major challenge to the Bank of Italy's survival. As the economy contracted, depositors panicked, and banks failed, Giannini's bank was forced to adapt to the new environment. In response to these challenges, Giannini implemented a range of strategic decisions that would ultimately solidify the Bank of Italy's position in the industry. We'll explore these decisions in the next section. In 1928, the Bank of Italy merged with the Bank of America, Los Angeles, to form the Bank of America National Trust and Savings Association. This merger marked a significant turning point in the bank's history, as it became one of the largest banks in the country. Giannini's vision was to create a bank that could provide comprehensive financial services to individuals, businesses, and governments. He saw an opportunity to create a bank that could serve the needs of the entire country, not just California. The merger also marked a shift in the bank's strategy, as Giannini began to focus on expansion and diversification. The bank acquired several smaller banks, and established a network of branches across the country. The Bank of America's expansion was driven by Giannini's commitment to innovation and customer service. He introduced new financial products, such as consumer loans and credit cards, and established a range of specialized divisions, including a trust department and a securities division. Giannini's leadership was instrumental in guiding the Bank of America through the challenging years of the Great Depression and World War II. He remained at the helm of the bank until his retirement in 1949, leaving behind a legacy of innovation, perseverance, and vision. In the final section, we'll summarize the story of Bank of America's origins, emphasizing its impact on banking and the economy as a whole. The story of Bank of America's origins is a testament to the power of innovation, perseverance, and vision. From humble beginnings to financial giant, the bank's history is a fascinating tale of entrepreneurship, risk-taking, and leadership. Today, Bank of America is one of the largest financial institutions in the world, with a global reach and a diverse range of financial services. Its impact on the banking industry and the economy as a whole has been profound, shaping the course of financial history. As we conclude this journey into the history of Bank of America, I hope you'll join me in appreciating the remarkable story of this iconic institution. If you're interested in learning more about Bank of America and its history, I encourage you to check out some of the resources in the description box below. There are some great books, articles, and videos that explore the bank's history in more detail. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.